Alright guys, figured I'd do a little video there. Now this 142, I'm working on a chain. Trying to figure out why. That other chain, man, that thing cut like lightning. That one's decent for a little saw like that. Do some more videos on chains and their profiles. A little Pico. Let's see there. I did change... because this cutter, these cutters were huge, okay, were giant. I'll try to get this on a stump here. Let me show you what I'm talking about. This little saw here, when I put this new bar and chain on, I realized that was the problem why this thing was slow. Now it ain't cutting too bad for a little saw like this, but this cutter was like way out over here, okay. I just ground it with some Dremel bits, brought it back some, okay. So technically that means I took roughly 30 thousandths off the height of this cutter. The more you draw this back, right, the smaller that's going to get. Okay, now it's something I'm experimenting with, chains. Okay, also this hook, see this hook here, type of hook, see how that has hook. Now that matters, believe it or not, because what I did, I sharpened this thing up real good. I think, what file did I use? I actually didn't use a file, I used a Dremel bit. And I made this hook pretty defined in here. And I, obviously set the rakers to 25 thousandths because I want to bring this back. Man, it just slowed the saw down. And then I went in, I think it was 156 thousandths bit. Went in here, changed that hook, made it more broad. And this thing picked up speed in the wood. Okay. Now, this type of chain, or that type of thing that I'm talking about, changing the type of hook, may work on this saw. But if you have a saw with a whole bunch of low end grunt, you want to make this nice and sharp, because it'll pull a bigger chip, meaning you need more torque. I mean, this is a little tiny saw here. Like I said, I'm really sure. This might be a 38cc saw, I think. And like my 660 in the beginning of the year, if you see my first video I did, I went like 21-inch logs. That's because I used a semi chisel chain, but I took the gauntlet out with a 7/32 file, made that sharp. Man, that thing went through that like lightning. I've been experimenting with this stuff, and put the stock chain, it's just slow with that 660, right? So all this matters. I'm going to do some more videos on discussing some of this stuff, because I'm definitely on to something. This chain here, I don't know if this is an Oregon, I'd rather not trash this chain. But if I were to come in, take this back a little bit more, meaning this cutter here would be not as tall, okay? Keep this same profile. Don't get into the gauntlet too much, okay? That would probably go faster, okay, if that makes sense. Yep, so, sir. So I'm going to do a few more videos on discussing some of this stuff about chains, because I think, like Buckin says, getting a gauntlet, well, getting a gauntlet on his saw might work great. It's all about learning your saw, learning what it likes and what it does, okay? Is it high RPM saw but low torque? Is it high torque but low RPM? There's different chains and profiles you need to use to get it to cut. So one chain for the high torque saw won't work good on the high RPM saw. You'll bog it down, okay? So I just figure I'd generalize this for now. Hey guys, and next time keep feeling the heat.